Hi, I'm Stuart Strickland, a distinguished technologist with Aruba, and today we're going to talk about 5G. What is 5G? A lot of times when people talk about 5G, they focus on the radio technology and get themselves all wrapped up in comparisons of performance between Wi-Fi 6 and the 5G new radio. But 5G is really a much bigger program. 5G is a promise to deliver greater capacity, lower latency, to serve a more diverse and larger range of client devices than cellular networks have ever done before. And it does this based on three fundamental technologies. Certainly the 5G new radio, but also a much more flexible core network architecture and mobile edge computing, moving resources from the core much closer to where data is consumed and generated. The 5G new radio seeks to increase capacity of the network in the only three ways it knows how: by improving spectral efficiency, by looking for new spectrum, for example, millimeter wave spectrum over short distances, or sharing unlicensed spectrum with Wi-Fi, or by more dense deployments, for example, indoor small cells about as close together as Wi-Fi access points are today. This approach leads to incremental improvements over LTE performance. But the main difference between 5G new radio and Wi-Fi 6 isn't their performance, but how they're deployed, who manages them, what they cost, whether or not they can serve all of the clients that you currently have in your network or only new ones that have 5G radios and SIM cards. In terms of innovation, the core network architecture is actually a much more radical departure, with its service-based interfaces replacing the layered architecture of older networks, with its virtualization of network functions replacing dedicated hardware, with a technology-agnostic interface allowing devices that get onto a network via Wi-Fi or even wired networks to access 5G services, and with network slicing, which is really an attempt by 5G networks to provide the kind of flexibility that enterprise networks are used to having today. In fact, many of the advances of the 5G architecture are in fact already represented in enterprise networks today. The same could be said of edge computing, where a proliferation of gateways are moving to the edge to provide local breakout, reduction of latency, visibility of traffic for security or for business analytics, really providing a level of local performance that's characteristic of enterprise networks, but has not been seen in the public cellular networks. In fact, much of the innovation associated with 5G is already present in enterprise networks today. But those networks are not standing still. With Wi-Fi 6, we will have greater determinism, support for denser networks, greater bandwidth, we will have improved security, and a much more diverse constellation of clients. As these two technologies develop in parallel, we can expect them both to continue to serve the roles that they have to date. That is, with Wi-Fi 6 excelling in providing solid local area coverage in the enterprise, and with cellular networks providing a broad range of mobility between them. And thanks to the radio-agnostic 5G core, we'll experience better mobility between the local area network of Wi-Fi and the wide area network of 5G. And if one day new use cases do emerge that can uniquely be served by 5G, those who've invested in Wi-Fi 6 today will find themselves in a perfect position to take advantage of them. If you'd like to learn more, please visit us at arubanetworks.com.